Oh hey, it's you again. Guys, typically on the channel we run some pretty expensive guns, and sometimes they're just a little unobtainium, you know. They cost $10,000, $15,000 Knights Armament guns, or we do the whole Battle Royale series. But today, I want to show you something cheap. Something cheap, but also something fun, and something very good quality. Guys, the 22 Ruger Mark IV. And see, that's what's so sweet. That's 25 cents. Working on your fundamentals with a 22. Here's the thing. I was at my local FUD store. It's like 400 bucks. I was like, yeah, we're gonna take that. You're coming home with me, little guy. So we took it home, got it all set up. Now I'm gonna show you how much fun this actually is and how important to your fundamentals a little 22 pistol like this can actually be. Now I know you've all been like, yeah, we know 22 is cheap, but if you have it set up correctly, you can go to the range for 25, 50 bucks and get $200 worth of training at a, say, something like a 9mm or a 45. So one of the major advantages of 22 is just marksmanship. And when I say marksmanship, of course, there's lots of things that do go into that, but most importantly, recoil impulse. When you shoot a 22, it's recoil delete, especially once you get them set up and have them kind of heavy, have this giant counterweight here on the end, this Knights Armament NT4. So what's really, really rad is when I go and shoot this gun, look at this. I mean, there's no recoil, it's deleted. Like, it's broken. It's like the COD ACR, Modern Warfare 2. Only the real OGs know. So what's dope about that is if you are a new shooter or even an avid shooter, you know, you can be a crap shooter like myself. Sometimes you just kind of anticipate that recoil, that gun going off, and you anticipate that recoil. You shoot and you kind of drop the gun or something like that to fight that recoil, which is a bad thing and you shouldn't do that. But with 22, there is none. So all you have to work on are the fundamentals and a perfect trigger pull. So when I can shoot and I'm not worried about a super loud bang and I'm not worried about all of this massive recoil coming back, I can only focus on a good trigger pull and hitting my target. So we have a recoil delete kit. What's super nice about this platform here is, one, it's cheap, two, recoil delete. And we also have essentially very little sound. It's perfect for practicing these fundamentals, especially for working for accuracy, good precision, tight groups, all upper thoracic A-zone hits. It's very easy to work on this because when I shoot, I can shoot this gun as fast as I possibly can. Now, guys, this is a stock Ruger trigger. It's not the greatest, but I can shoot this gun and really manage my groups very well. And all of this shooting, all I focus on when I'm shooting this target is strictly my trigger control. Am I pulling that trigger the exact same way every single time? And if you come over and look, we have all A-zone hits here. Nice upper thoracic zone. And what's great is I can practice that all day. That right there costs me 20 cents versus with a 9mm, that's gonna cost me $2. So another thing that makes this gun super awesome, from the factory, it's gonna come with a threaded barrel, so you can put your can right on there. As you guys probably have figured out, this isn't a 22 can. It's actually a 223 can or a 5.56 can. It's a Knights Armament NT4. What's super rad about this platform is that I can take a 22 can, I can put a 9 can, I can put a 45, 223, 30 cal, it doesn't matter. As long as you have a concentric bore on here, I can shoot this thing all day without worrying about it. Now, when you put a can on here that is not a 22 can, dedicated can for this platform, you do need to run quality ammo. And my quality ammo is CCI, quiet, but it's also the poly-coated stuff, so it runs very clean, and I think they actually advertise it as clean. What's dope about that is it's got this poly coating on it, and it's not gonna come off in all your baffles and everything and get that all clogged up in there. It's fantastic stuff. So you don't need to go spend a ton of money outfitting this entire thing. All of this stuff is just spare parts that I had laying around. Actually, I robbed this from a 9mm. I robbed this, I can't even remember what I robbed that from, and this came off an AR-15. So I literally have like $400 in this whole thing, and that is awesome because for $400 you can't get a better training tool than this guy here. I bet you didn't believe me. Here's a 9mm. Actually sounds a lot better than the Knight's Armament NT4. Oh, and a 30 cal can. It's a little louder, but that's okay. Any spare parts that you have, you can just throw this thing on there. You don't necessarily have to go drop tons and tons of money to set this guy up. Again, this is all spare parts. I think this came off some sort of PDW I did one time. Again, AR-15 can, and I just robbed this off a Glock 19. So yeah, it's really easy, and it's super, super affordable. Not to mention, guys, it's cheap to shoot. So another thing I really enjoy doing is long-range 22 shooting, especially when it comes to a pistol. You can really practice your fundamentals on this and just focus on the trigger pull here. So we're right at 100 yards on a C-Zone IPSC piece of steel. Let's just see what we can do. This thing's so heavy. It's not bad, it's a little hard, I'm not gonna lie. Having like 3 pounds on the end of this thing is really dipping the gun down, but it's a lot of fun and it's super cheap. Oh, hey, King. I want to tell you about a new friend here of the channel. It's Badlands Munitions Company. Training ammo, pistol ammo. There's even match ammo. What's dope is, guys, they're based here in the United States, right out of Arizona. Everything, it's all made in-house. They've actually given us a discount code, 10% off for all the homies. No matter what you pick up, if it's ammunition, you're getting 10% off. Code 110SAS, check them out.